What's up, guys? Let me get this thing going. Here we go. So 2 days in a row with actual news about a NASCAR product, video game product. So we're gonna go through this really quick. This isn't gonna be long. So the long awaited NASCAR Heat 5 2022 season update is finally coming. Here we go. I'm not going to read every little detail, but it's it's $10, right? Hold on. Packages, screenshots. Okay, here we go. We're going to look at some screenshots, not all of them, like this. Why highlight that? Paint schemes, outdated. Yeah, there's your next gen car. It's basically a skin. It does have the gearbox, the proper gearbox. All right. Here they are at the Roval. All right. There's nothing to get excited about. It's fucking NASCAR Heat 5 with a skin, updated skin. There you go. Here's your in-car shot. The only way I play these NASCAR games are in cockpit mode. I don't play them third person. So here is a game breaker for me. I wouldn't buy this anyway, but if I needed a real reason, here you go. The mirrors don't work. It's just a big black journey into the abyss. How can you use the cockpit mode with no mirrors? To me renders the game unplayable. The cockpit mode isn't the best. There's no options to alter the field of view. You should have some options, but this is an old game. I didn't expect them to add shit like that. But for the love of God, could you at least make the mirrors work? How does this pass approval? It did. Okay, there you go. Oh, you got Dirt Bristol. I'm assuming they have the other tracks, that are not part of Heat 5, that are part of the current schedule. Not all of them, I'm sure. But here you go. You got Bristol Dirt, for those of you who care. They're showing right here, it's in 5th gear, so the gearbox works. Don't quote me on this, but I do believe, I'm not sure they go in 5th gear at Bristol Dirt. I don't know. That's neither here nor there, but whatever. Yeah. It's already an outdated season for an outdated game. And I see people say things like, well, this is all I have. I don't have anything else. So they feel obligated. It's only $10. They say, I'll get it because this is all I have. And once again, I'm going to remind people, this is why you continue to get garbage. You keep supporting it. You keep making excuses as to why you're going to spend $10. It's only $10. It's not a big deal. This is all I have. So you're making it like it's an obligation. You're not obligated to support it. You've lived without it this long. So how is this going to make your life better? So what? Bristol Dirt. And yeah, you got the new skin. Mirrors don't work. But even if they did, I know that a lot of you might be tired of hearing this, but I don't see a lot of people in the community. There are, one or two out there, but I don't think anyone outside of myself has been as adamant about reminding people we are the problem. If you keep supporting bad business practices, what's the incentive for these developers to do anything different? This is it. This is the last thing you're going to see related to a NASCAR video game for God knows how long. We don't know if or when we're getting another NASCAR game. It's going to be a couple of years at least. This is it. And it's the same thing with other video game franchises and other developers. People make excuses. They buy the stuff, then they complain. Then they get mad. Then they go, complaining and criticizing is very important. It's important to use your voice. That's what I do. But I want to follow it up with action. The best part is this action that I'm talking about is actually not doing anything at all. So it's the easiest form of action is to not do anything. So not buying this is actually a form of action. And what can be easier than that? But yet, I'm not going to bash people for buying it. I made my point. I think as long as you buy this stuff, you are part of the problem. And you can make all the excuses you want in the world as to why you're doing it. And you have to do it because you don't have anything else. This is not going to improve your game experience that much. It's a fucking skin and it's already outdated. The mirrors, from what I can tell here, right, don't look like they got that working. How do you pass any inspection or approval process is beyond me. This is the best you're going to get from this company. And, it's I'm just curious to see how the sales go for this. Yes, it's only $10, but, every dollar that goes to this company is only helping to keep them afloat. And you can't turn around and just complain when you're also helping these people financially. Look at how much struggle it's been just to get this out the door. And I'm telling you, there's a free mod update. I guess it's only for PC, so I get it if you're just on console, but you already have an option that's free. I don't see why anyone would get this. And like I said, I'm not going to bash people for getting it. I'm just saying, at least admit you're part of the problem. You can't keep doing this and then pretend that you're a victim. I'm sorry. There's a point where I draw the line in the sand. And I refuse to support bad business practices. This company has already proven to be a disaster. And none of the things they've promised, they've followed through on, at least, or executed to an acceptable level. They finally released this way past a year after they talked about it. So those are pretty much my thoughts. I don't know what else to say. What is there to say that I haven't said 1,000 times? Don't buy it. I mean, really, we have to take a stand as a community at some point. And I say the same thing to people in the Madden community, right? Every year they complain, they scream, and then they go and buy the game. And then you wonder why things never change. At the end of the day, nothing speaks louder than money. And this is the one opportunity you have as a consumer to send a real message. It's when they push something out the door and for sale and That's where you make your stand. You can complain all you want, but if you hand over your money, then you're not really uh serious. You're not really serious. So yeah, those are my thoughts on this. Keep in mind, this is it. This is the last bit of NASCAR video game uh, information you're gonna see for a long time, except for bullshit that maybe motorsport games might push out about. Oh yeah, we're working on the game and things are going well. Actual information where you actually see the development and you see actual assets, game assets at work. Uh, Look at the IndyCar game. They've over a year now. They've said that the game is in a playable state. They have yet to reveal gameplay footage, screenshots, nothing. So those are my thoughts. I look forward to your comments later.